It's Jason here with a deck tip on the Briar deck that I just played with. This Briar deck is like a mix of aggression as well as combo, but it also gets to play like a huge control game. You're going to see a completely different game plan against any deck, and I'm going to run you through my card choices and kind of how this deck functions. So the first thing you're going to see is there's a variety of different equipment, and it looks very weird at first sight, but I'll go through the choices. We're going to be playing Rosetta Thorns as primarily our main weapon. The reason for this is we need to pressure arcane damage to keep spellbound creepers alive, which I'll get to later. We have Duskblade against the most control decks, but we don't actually keep Duskblade counters alive very well because we're not chained. Now, we're always going to be playing Crown of Seeds. Crown of Seeds is an integral part of this deck, and we're going to be using pitch stacking to win a lot of our games. Not only that, just Crown of Seeds just like lets you have these 5-card hands, gets you like extra resources kind of, and also just like lets you draw into your elements to do fuses. Now, into the gloves, we have like a variety of like different options. Not going to go over the null runes, we're just going to play null runes against Kano. But we're going to be running Shot Charmers primarily in all the mid-range matchups. We want to use this to pressure damage and get our thresholds to over 4. This card also combos greatly with Blossoming Spellblade. Grasp of Arclight, I will be just using this primarily against Katsu aggro, but any deck that really you need to like defend with Battle Worn, but you can't really use Shot Charmers against. And Mark of Lightning is any deck that you just have to combo off. So you're going to see against Oldham, I'm going to use Mark of Lightning, as well as like really control decks where Shot Charmers is not very good, we're going to be using Mark of Lightning. Now, Spellbound Creeper is probably one of the namesakes of the deck, as well as Sprint Tunic, but Tunic, everyone already knows kind of like what it does. We're quite a control deck, so we're always going to use Tunic. Now, Spellbound Creepers, when we start to see the rest of the deck, it's all going to make sense, and we're going to reference it quite a bit here, but it really makes the deck function, and we want to use it both on our turn and our opponent's turn. Now, the start of this deck is like a lot of aggression. So we have our like Enlightened Strike. It's Soothe Confidence, which is very important to shut off your opponent being able to do any defense reactions. We want to play Soothe Confidence first with a lightning token, and this way we can actually just ensure we're going to have a really clean turn. And then we just have our really good cards like Enlightened Strike. Now the really fun part about this deck is a lot of our pressure cards are very multi-purpose. Feeler Flash, it's just a 1/5. That's a lot of pressure to like put on, especially if it has Go Again. But in addition to these pressure cards, they're really good for fusing each other and being able to combo and do lots of things in one turn. We also see here we're using a lot of resource cards that are like attack actions for the same reason. Now let's go on to our like heavy haymakers, and the standout card for this deck is Blossoming Spellblade. Now there's multiple ways for you to kind of use Blossoming Spellblade, but in specific matchups, this is the way that we win the game. We combo this with Mark of Lightning to ensure we do damage outside of if they have Crown of Seeds or some weird prevention event like Bonehead Barrier to stop it. But we want to generally use Blossom Spellblade in combination with Pulse. We put so many non-attack action cards into our graveyard, and we can just basically have like such a big turn. Now, what equally important is we want to have the ability to go wide, and we go wide by using Fulminate, Force of Nature, and Channel Mount Heroic. Now these just lets our cards hit for very high, and we're just putting like a lot of pressure through Go Again, lots of power, and when you combine pressure with the ability to just combo off at any time with Blossoming Spellblade, it's like really, really strong. In addition to this, we just have really solid lightning cards. Now we have the one-off Ball Lightning. The reason for this is to push your opponent to be able to deal 2 damage with Blossom Spellblade, guaranteeing a shot off if they don't have Arcane Barrier 2. And we're just going to be playing just a bunch of strong lightning cards that allow us to do multiple things. Now over in the Earth section, it's not too much to speak of, it's just mainly resource cards, but we are playing the best non-attack action cards. Note these are good for defending as well, as we're making embodiment of Earths. Lastly, we are going to be using our Sonatas, Tome of Fender as an extra tome. They're very strong cards for card manipulation, and this is what's going to like make it work with Blossoming Spellblade. So that's pretty much the rundown of the deck, and if I had to explain how to play this deck, we'll probably be here all day. So honestly, you just want to pick up the deck, even if you don't play it like correctly the first few times, just keep on attacking, and as you play with this deck, you do kind of learn the intricacies of being able to play all these non-attack actions at really weird times, with Spellbound Creepers, being able to sonata on your opponent's turn playbook, draw random cards, and apply pressure while doing it. So that's a quick wrap on such a different angle Briar deck, and hope you guys delve into this deck and actually just see all the intricate details of this deck.